Hi everybody, it's Craftin' Just Because with Chris Cowan, and I'm here to bring you a fun project featuring the Turtle Friends bundle. I had to have this set as soon as I saw it because my sister-in-law loves turtles and I thought it would be cute to gift her some projects with that. Plus it also has a punch. And what I like about punches is it's really easy to make duplicate and lots of projects when you're just punching things out. So let me show you what we're going to make. This is a cute little gift box that holds, I'm sorry, I was trying to take the whole lid off and it was just this little part, this little flap, so I could show you guys. Whoops, it got stuck under there. Hold on just a second. It's hot here in California, so I think that's the problem. So I just have it where it like gently folds right underneath it, but it holds the 2 mini single packs of gum. So we're going to go ahead and get started crafting. And if you're new to my channel, when I post my blog post, it'll have all the dimensions for my project. But first I'm going to stamp and then I'll give you some of the dimensions. So these are just scraps that we have that we're going to stamp on. And I'm going to bring in my block. And we're going to do some color on color stamping. So what that means is I'm going to use Granny Apple Green and a Granny Apple Green stamp pad here. Whoa, I need to clean my blocks apparently. I'm going to just go ahead and stamp that right onto there. And then I'm going to clean that off really quick, because we're going to want to make another partial image. And then I'm going to use my crumb cake cardstock and I'm going to just stamp the shell in crumb cake. Just like that. Okay. We're going to leave that out because I also want to make the little shell design in that shade as well. So let me put that away, bring in the shell design. Just like that. And then I'm also going to do one more little image on the edge of this Granny Apple Green piece, and I'm going to use my Memento Black to ink to do a saying, because I didn't like, let me show you my sample, I didn't like how light that turned out. So we're going to go ahead and do that in Memento Black. Just like that. Okay. So now we can cut out our pieces. First, I'm going to bring my Stampin' Right Granny Apple Green marker in, and I'm just going to color his tail, because I felt that needed to be darker, and his little toenails here. Okay. Then I'm going to take my paper trimmer and I'm just going to trim up my sentiment there. And then I'm going to flag the end. And I'm just going to, what I like to do is I like to cut up the middle, just like that, and then cut the flag, just like that. And then we'll put a dimensional on the back to get that ready. Okay, and I'm going to set that aside. And then I'm gonna punch out my turtle. Just like that. And then I'm gonna punch out my shell, and we'll have to do a tiny bit of fussy cutting around the shell, but then the majority of it's cut out. So I'm just gonna cut off the tail and the legs. Just like that. And we're gonna set those pieces aside. Oh wait, hold on, I do wanna do a couple things here. I'm gonna add a couple dimensionals to his shell. And then I'm gonna add a little googly eye to his eye, just for some fun. And I want that to dry. Let me bring in, these are the 5mm eyeballs, and it fits perfectly on there. Ah, runaway eye. There we go. So let me put a touch of glue on there really quick. Just like that. And then we'll put that eyeball on. And we'll let him dry. Then we're gonna bring our paper trimmer in. And next you'll need a piece of cardstock. I'm using Basic Black. And this piece is measured at 8 1/4 by 2 7/8. And then I have 2 pieces of the Playing with Patterns designer series paper that's available for the Hostess. And that one is at 2 5/8 by 1 5/8. And then this one's 1 5/8 by 3/4. On the 2 7/8 inch side, we want to score it at a 1/2 inch on each side. So I did that. Then on the 8 1/4 inch side, we want to score it at 3 1/8. Got a hair there. At 3 5/8. At 6 3/4. And at 7 1/4. Okay, then we're all done with our paper trimmer. So I'm going to get rid of that. I'm going to bring in my bone folder, and we're going to fold and burnish all of our score lines. Okay, now with the short end here up at the top, we want to take off these left 2 squares. So I'm just cutting on the score line to that second score line and cutting that piece off. And we're going to do the same thing on both sides. Okay, just like that. So that's what your paper looks, that's what your paper looks like. Then on this middle section, we're going to wedge those out. So you're just going to cut up the score line to the first score line and then kind of do a little bit of a wedge on each side. Hold on just a moment. Hi, this is Chris. May I help you?